You make the bed, you gotta lay in it.
What? Wait, what?
You make the bed, you need to lay in it.
You remember when I used to make the bed every morning? Do you feel duped?
Not really. Welcome to the No Dick Pics podcast. I'm Max.
I'm Christina, and we have a very special guest with us today. We have a radio personality, now TV personality too, host of more than one podcast. You're on The Tangent, you're on Top 5. We have Kaelin here with us from The Fred Show. Welcome, Kaelin.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Also, Willie is here somewhere. If
And
you
Willie
hear
as
her
well, yeah.
making a noises in the corner.
Oh, we have two. We have got Oreo and Maggie here jumping around
Perfect.
somewhere.
You guys get it then.
Yeah. So welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm very excited to have you here. So thanks.
I'm so pumped, and I'm seeing your name, Sugar Daddy, and Christina is the best. Okay,
Yeah.
let's book that podcast.
Oh, was that me today? I didn't know what I was.
That
Usually I
you
like
are
to be
Sugar
Max with an extra
Daddy.
X.
Yeah. What's the extra X for?
Extreme.
Extreme. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
Obviously.
Max is also from Michigan. And I'm like, okay. Because there was a moment where I thought I was just going to be me and you. And I'm like, I know he's going to want to talk to you.
Where from?
So I was born in Dearborn. I was, I grew up in the Canton, Plymouth area till I was about 13. And then we moved to Chicago. But so I already had the Detroit roots in me. And then I actually moved back in the early 2000s to work for the Pistons. So I lived in Auburn Hills.
Yep. Oh, the Palace. R.I.P. Yeah, so I grew up right near you.
So anytime you talk about Michigan on your podcast, I'm like, go listen to this part. He does not listen to podcasts. He doesn't listen to our podcast, let alone anyone else's. So it's a struggle.
I listen to some podcasts, but I'm more
what
music and
podcasts
stuff.
do you listen to if you don't listen to
Sometimes
ours?
I do the sport gambling ones.
Okay.
Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura.
Cool.
Two bears in a cave.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair. I just got into the gambling, so I need to probably
That's
find a podcast to help me.
Yeah. Max is going to add little segments at the end of ours. Are you going to do it this time with your gambling tips, or are you not ready this time?
I don't even look at it. Yeah, I can.
He's not prepared, so we're not going to do it.
Okay, listen, if you can figure something out, help me out, because I'm trying to make a quick buck.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone that does it, you find something that works, and you keep doing it, and then it backfires.
So I've heard. I've been doing, last season I turned, I think like $70 into 300. So I was excited with that. And I was doing very easy parlays, just 3 parts. I would do things that I knew would hit, like Saquon Barkley is going to run a lot. I don't know, whatever. So I started small, but I'm still trying to perfect the skill.
I mean, it's like NFL is tough. So college is kind of like the first few weeks in college, and college is based on so many bettors, alumni. So you can kind of like give and take. So you play around with college. But yeah, NFL is interesting. I mean, I love parlays too, and I still do parlays, but people in like Vegas, they call parlays the sucker's bet because because you see more money. So a lot of people jump on it. But yeah, the stuff is crazy now how like within the last 3 or 4 years, they're so like taboo of gambling, and now everything has a spread on it.
Gambling.
Right. Yeah. Everybody's high. Everybody's gambling. Times have changed.
Right.
I just feel like things are becoming legal that we never really were like, okay, we're all losing.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about you a little bit, Kaelin. You are the co-host of The Fred Show. I've been listening since like 2011. So I've been on the journey. I've commuted pretty much the whole time, except for a few years during COVID. So like you guys are my mornings.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah, I have an hour commute. So I'm like,
oh my gosh, I'm sorry for you, but I also love that for you, for us, because then you can join us, join the party.
We're in the northwest suburbs, and I work by Midway. I work for Tootsie Roll, like down the street from Midway.
Oh my God, that's a fun job. I love that. But yeah, that's a minute commute, man.
Worth it though, because I work with Candy, and that's
who's
mad about that?
I have a 10-minute commute, so I can't listen to anything.
I know.
Matt, this is why. What the hell?
You can swear on this podcast. It's fine.
Right. Maybe when you're in the shower or something, try to listen.
But I feel bad. Like I told Fred, like I haven't listened to terrestrial radio forever. I got hooked on satellite radio like early 2000s.
I love when you tell radio people this.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
right. No, I'm cool about it. And you'd be surprised though how many people want to tell us that they don't listen to the radio. I'm like, that's cool, free. It's all good. It's America.
But I listen to,
Yeah.
I'll she'll bring some of the clips
The waiting
back,
by
and
the
I'll listen.
phones.
Yeah, the
I
waiting by
always
the
send him
phone is
them.
good.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite one?
My
Yeah.
favorite? I thought
Yeah.
you were asking next. I was like, oh my. Okay, so I have random humor. So obviously, like Target parking lot, like those are classics.
Yes.
But we did one where, and I don't even know if we replaced some of them. Where I think the guy was into like Civil War reenactments, and that was just so funny for me. I have a very niche, weird humor. The
Mm-hmm.
magician guy was funny.
Mm-hmm.
The guy recently who just him and Kiki went back and forth, who like maybe lived out of his
I
car, was hysterical.
almost died. Like that was the funniest one. I was
It
laughing
was so
so
funny.
hard. She's talking about like he doesn't have a TV and stuff like I was dying. That was like the funniest one I think
I haven't
we've
listened to a
had.
bunch, but the boat one's still one of my favorites. The
What
girl
happened
was
during the
just
boat one? Which
She
the
was hooking up
boat
with a
was
guy with
sleeping
the
with the
boat.
captain.
Yeah.
yep, but she brought her date, and but she was like,
Mm-hmm.
yep,
Yeah,
oh, there you go. People are
Well,
wild.
it's a
and
boat. Come
like
on.
I said this before, but like I was married for a very long time. And so I wasn't in the dating world. I didn't know. I'm like, these can't be real. They can't be. And then I got divorced and started dating. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. I could call the
Hmm.
show and have things happen because it's like, this is all very real and it's crazy. Crazy.
What was the craziest thing that happened to you? Is there something crazy that stands out when you started dating again?
I've had a few, but I think the funniest one is the last true gentleman one. That was his name and his tag underneath his name is the last true
Sure, he
gentleman.
was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he also does erotic art.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And
goodness.
he sent
Okay.
me samples. I'm like, wow, thank you. That's not
Who are
nearly as
the
cool as
models?
stories. A couple asked him to draw them as an anniversary gift to each other or something like that. And I'm like, wow. And he's like, maybe I could draw us. And I'm like, you know what?
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Now, was the couple
Yeah.
separated when he drew them, or were they
No,
together?
they wanted him there
Oh,
as
okay.
it was happening to draw it. And I'm like, cool. Like, I
Like,
just met you like
right.
2 minutes ago. Like, that's a lot of information.
Let's process.
Cool. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
shaking his head.
Well, and he's had crazy ones too. Probably more than me because he,
What?
was
Anything that
single for
comes
a
to
little bit
mind?
longer. I think going to Mexico. I know we tell the story all the time, but he went to
Yeah, I went to
Mexico.
Mexico on like our second or third date. It was
Got
my
on a
birthday
plane.
coming up, and I'm like, man, I always wanted to go somewhere. She's like, we should go to Mexico. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I didn't even think it was serious, and then we ended up going. So it was fun, but I definitely learned a lot about the person.
Traveling early on is a good idea, I think.
I mean, like 2 weeks in. That's early. That's a
Yeah.
lot, but
Yeah. That is, but
it
at
was an
least you
adventure.
knew if she was crazy or not at the airport.
Well, he did, but he didn't do
Yeah,
anything
I was
about
so
it
I think
for a
I
while.
was in still a bed. I was kind of in like a that place where you kind of don't want to be alone, so you're just like you're kind of like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Now I look back and I'm like, what
Like,
the
what
fuck
was I
was I
doing?
thinking? Like
Yeah.
red
Yeah,
flag after red flag after red flag was just like it was insane. So I was,
I feel you.
I
I've
guess
been
you live and you learn.
there.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a crazy dating story
My
from your
gosh.
days?
I mean, I feel like I probably have so many. I feel like I would need like a specific. I'm trying to think.
Do you want to do a series with us, Kaelin
Yeah,
stories?
literally. I mean, I like literally. I'm trying to think of like the craziest. I mean, when you brought up ignoring red flags,
Mm-hmm.
I just think that like I don't know. We all have ignored them, but like I had a guy tell me that his ex was crazy and she smashed the windows out of his car. And I think I should have just like done a little bit more, like been like, wait a minute, like why? You know
Right.
what I mean? Because I feel like no one's ever tried to smash my windows out of my car. I've had my car
What did
stolen,
you
but not
What did
like
you do for her to want to
yeah,
smash the windows?
yeah. Like I
People
just don't
don't
think you
just do
get
that for fun. I mean, some people do,
correct. And
but
I
yeah,
there are crazy people, but I'm like, that's like an act that's like premeditated, and you're that angry that you're like, no, I'm driving there and I'm doing this. I
right.
should have looked a little further into that one.
Yeah. Do you know why she did it? Did you ever find out?
All I know is that towards as we went on in the relationship, he too made me want to smash the windows out of his car. So I did not do that, and nor would I admit it if I did,
Right.
but I got it. After a while, I certainly got it. I don't know what he did specifically in that situation, but I can imagine.
Yeah. You're like, that makes sense.
Great. Should have listened.
So you've also recently been on TV, which is so exciting. You were doing some entertainment reporting, which you do on the Fred Show too. But how did that come about? How did you end up on the national news?
So it's so crazy, right? I never thought I'd be talking about Taylor Swift after like tariffs and the war in the Middle East. Like I just like, where am I? I got reached out to by their producer, Marnie Hughes, is the anchor I was on with. Yeah, and he just reached out and he was like, "Am I reading this incorrectly? Are you a Swiftie? I feel like I remember you being a Swiftie." And I was like, yes. You know. And so they invited me on once to talk about the podcast, which when she did New Heights, that was a huge deal. Never done a podcast, yada yada. And then about 2 weeks later, she got engaged, and they were like, "You want to come back?" And I was like, "Sure." That was definitely a crazy moment that I was not expecting from this year.
Yeah, that was so cool. I saw you posted the link, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. So it's very cool to see you on there.
Was this true? This is what I heard was Taylor wanted to go to the Brazil game, but her security staff said absolutely not because Brazil's kind of.
You know what? I just went to Brazil last year, and I'm defensive of Brazil. I don't know if I think if Taylor wanted to go somewhere, they would go with her. I think she was just like, you can go on this one. But Brazil, it has crime like any other city, but I feel the same way as I feel about like Chicago or Detroit, where I'm from. I think it gets a little bit out of hand the way people talk about it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I feel like maybe she just
you guys are besties, right? You know the inside scoop?
Me and Taylor?
Yeah.
In my mind, yes. In my mind, yes.
Same.
I'm probably on a list somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to take this moment because we didn't actually talk about the engagement because I don't think we've recorded in a minute. It's been a couple weeks. We've been slacking.
I get it.
Sorry, listeners. But I wanted to take this moment, and I'm glad that you're here for this because you can include it in your entertainment report if you want. You know, this is breaking news.
Yeah.
Me and Max also have an announcement. I did not get a ring, but I did get a Costco card. He added me to his Costco membership.
And emergency contact.
So things are getting real serious here.
Wait, this is so exciting.
Right.
A Costco card I would take over marriage any day over a ring. And they have rings at Costco, first of all. How long have you guys been together?
Then you can take them back.
This is so exciting.
We've been together like a year and a half, a little bit more than a year and a half.
How did you guys meet? Period.
And I never go on Match. I was bored one Saturday night. I was like,
of course you were mad.
So I was like,
and I was going through a breakup. I had just gotten broken up with, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going on Match. So yeah. So
and now you guys are in the same house with a podcast and a Costco membership.
The podcast.
We started a podcast, then we broke up.
Yeah.
And then we kind of like.
It happens.
Sure.
Did a summer fling.
We were broken up.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are better now.
Yeah. So we did a whole podcast about it too. So.
Okay, I'm going back to listen immediately.
You're gonna be mad at Max when you do. Everyone gets mad at him. Yeah.
Everyone mad at me.
Okay,
he's
you'll be
forgiven.
From me, Max.
He is forgiven now. All is good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because I have a Costco card now.
Right. Yeah. I would forgive most things for that, for sure.
No, the joke with Costco is you can return anything at any time. So people have returned like mattresses, TVs like 5, 6, 7 years old, 20, So they accept anything at any point.
You're not returning an engagement ring, though. I wouldn't get that shit back. It'd be like mine.
Would you tell anyone you got an engagement ring from Costco?
I don't care.
Yeah, I would. I kind of love that. Like, and I got a taquito while I was there.
Yeah. And my siding is half off.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I didn't want to like overshadow Taylor and Travis with our Costco news, so I kind of held on to it for a minute.
I know. That was big of you to keep that one.
Yeah.
So she didn't get, she had her moment.
I know. I just want to give her.
She better do a prenup, right?
Well, I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? A guy, his stature, he's probably made a lot of money, and it still probably doesn't even come close to hers.
I think he's 70 mil and or 60 or 70, and I think she's like 1.7 billion, I think. So
she's so smart with her business and her finances that like she's taken care of. She's not gonna make bad choices with that.
No,
Yeah.
ironclad prenup, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So I thought that was exciting. I'm like, wait, we have an entertainment reporter coming. Let's tell her our news.
I'm very excited about this Costco
So since
membership.
you're on top of the Taylor Swift thing, where do you think they're gonna like get married?
So I am hearing Rhode Island. She has a very big house there. She's doing a lot of renovations to it. I don't know, like she didn't ask me yet today, but personally, I just hope they do something private. The Rhode Island house, you know, you can have drones and go overhead and look at that. So I don't know how they would handle that, but I hope it's small and intimate and romantic, and I hope it's
I
not
feel like
like a
it will be.
spectacle. Yeah, I just like I want them to do something private, and then she just like throws the photos up like she did with the engagement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just feel like that they have such a public life that it seems like him proposing in the backyard and all that stuff. Like I think the simple things and being real and normal is like enticing to them. So I hope that they can have that if they want that.
I feel like he does that for her too. I feel like because she's dated so many movie stars, celebrities, singers like that,
Mhm.
that I feel like he's not a normal person because he's this like amazing NFL player or whatever. But like
Mhm.
he's the most normal, I think, of the guys that she's dated. He's the most like
Oh yeah,
everyday guy.
he's from the Midwest. I mean, how
Well,
he
Right.
like
yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm. So I think that's what she needed, and he's so like down for her. I love it. It's so cute. It's so
I love
And
cute.
it
she
too.
gains probably in one of the best brother-in-laws.
Oh my god, yeah.
Jason.
Yeah. They're so
Yeah,
cute.
I was thinking of that. Can you imagine those girls like their aunt's gonna be Taylor Swift?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah. Insanity. She's like baking them bread and playing with them. I'm sure they don't even grasp like what Ann Taylor does now. I mean,
Right.
maybe a little bit because I know they've been to the concerts, but yeah, Jason Kelsey's a lot. Like I love the guy, but sometimes I'm like, we could scream a little less, but okay. You know what?
He did a
As
great
long as
job
he's
with that interview, though. Like, I wouldn't assume he'd be good at interviewing people, and I think he did a really good job talking to the two of them.
yeah. Yeah, there were a couple times where like as a fan I was just like, okay, she just said something really huge, like follow up on that, or like they didn't it felt like he didn't like do as much research just because that's like his sister-in-law, or
Yeah,
I
that's
mean
true
I
because he
love the
knows
whole
her.
family, but you know like he asked a question, she'd answer, and then he'd ask the same question, like he didn't hear her answer, but I also am being a stickler because she's my favorite thing in the world. So
Right,
I might
right.
have been watching with a very judgmental eye, but I love Ed Kelsey the most because he
Yeah,
gives us what we need.
yeah. You had a post about that. You're like, Ed's just telling us everything, and no one's stopping him. It's amazing,
I love how Midwest, like she's got an
right?
annoying father-in-law who's like adorable. Like I just love it. I love this all for
He's
her.
absolutely sharing things that he was not supposed to share. They're just like,
No, she did not want people
Ed.
to know she was angsty. Yeah, no, very funny.
Yeah. So, let's talk about you a little bit with your relationship. How did you and your boyfriend meet?
So we actually were friends first, which is something that I always proclaimed that I would never do. Sorry, by
Mm-hmm.
this time of night I'm literally like out of words. So if I jumble them, that's why. Or it's the red wine, but I just started, I swear. But we met through a mutual friend. We both have a friend, our friend Julia, who is super close to both of us, and she was in town, I think, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to this barbecue at this guy's house. Do you want to come?" And he had like already followed me on Instagram and would like respond and like DM me and stuff. So I was like, "Oh, okay, I know who that is." So I went over there and we met. And there wasn't really like anything. I mean, we just like Willie was there, which is crazy. As she stares at me. And then a few years later, the stars kind of aligned. So we were friends first. He asked me out a couple of times, and I was not in a place, or I was in, you know, another relationship. And then the stars finally aligned. I thought, you know what? I'm going to give him a chance. And I'm glad I did. You know, you never really know. I feel like I don't know. I used to think you had to see someone and then the second be like, okay, it's love at first sight or like
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And I was like, you know what? Let me try this, and it ended up working out.
I love that. How long have you guys been together?
So we argue about this, which maybe is like a good topic for you guys, but he and I argue because I feel like you cannot start counting how long you're dating until the guy asks the girl out. That's just how I feel. I feel like there's a lot of dudes that'll like, you know, push it as far as they can take it, and then they'll be like, whoa, we're not together, whatever. He's not like that at all, but he starts counting when we started dating, like the second we started like hanging out and making out. And I'm like, no, like we started dating when you asked me to be your girlfriend. He's like, well, it was implied. I'm like, no. So our anniversary, we hit a year in April, and it would be even longer than that if you count when we started hanging out, which would have been, I think, like February of that year. So
Okay.
over a year by now, almost 2 years.
That's exciting. I remember you talking on the radio. It was either the radio or the podcast where you talked about moving in like quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that come about, and how was that working out?
You know something about that.
She was faster than me. Faster than me.
I mean, I did feel like it was very different because we had been friends for almost 3 years, and I have very close friends that were close friends with him. I had seen him or known of him to be in other relationships. So like I felt like, okay, like this is a decent guy. Like I would know if he's absolutely Looney Tunes. But basically, and I'm a slow burner. Hand up, that's on me. But both of our landlords essentially at the same time were like, I need you out. I need you out. So at first it was just a situation where his said, okay, we need you to move to a different place, whatever. And so I was like, okay, you can stay with me while you figure it out. Of course, why not? I mean, he was already spending all the time there. And then mine was like, okay, I need you out as well. And I'm like, oh crap, what are we going to do? So he was very much like, okay, let's do this. Think of the money you could save. And I'm like, oh my God, no. But we ended up doing it. And it's literally the same. I don't know. We would spend, he lived in Logan and I live closer to downtown. And so I feel like we would spend like full weekends together anyways. So I was like, how different could it be? You know what I mean? And we're pretty good roommates, I have to say.
I feel like it's the same with us. I kind of just did it. I just kind of moved it.
I love that.
It was like, when did it happen? I'm like, November-ish, I think.
I just
I'm not
moved in.
sure. The moving truck came and
I live here now.
That's how you got to do it. That's how Jason Brown does it, apparently.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I got my tips from him.
Yep.
So speaking of Jason, let's talk about your podcast. I love your show. So it's top 5.
Thank you.
It's based on your top 5 favorite things of that week, right?
Yes. So something I always say is like, oh, that's in my top 5. That's in my top 5. So that's where we got the name from.
Yeah. So it's hilarious. I think episode 2 is good. I know you don't like it, but I thought it was good. Yeah, it's a really funny show. Max should listen to it.
Yeah, Max, I'm upset.
Now that football's here, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, that will be tough. But
Max, you think other than football. You can listen. It's okay. You'll laugh.
You got football, you got baseball ending. There's a lot of stuff going. College football, a lot of stuff happening.
I made them listen to like the really funny moments, like the Pocahontas thing. I made him listen to that. I'm like, you gotta hear this.
I wish that was not real, but unfortunately that is real.
Yeah.
My life.
Yeah. So how did you get started? Like what made you go, let's do a podcast?
So I feel like since I got into radio, everyone was constantly telling me like, do a podcast. And I'm like, first of all, what do you mean? Like I talk for 5 hours straight every day. You want me to talk more, even though fully capable, but even for an extrovert, that's a lot of yapping. And I always thought, okay, like I would love to do one, but I want to do something that I feel like is a somewhat different original idea that feels authentic and feels like easy and it flows. And so for a while I couldn't think of anything. Even Jason Paulina and I tried to do one for a second, and then she got pregnant and she has her mommy collective and she's busy. And so I was like, okay, we'll have her on as a guest whenever she pleases. And I just asked Jason, like, are you down to do this? He's very busy. And I just thought, I don't know, like one day when I said it, I think I said to him, something was in my top 5. And he's like, that's really dramatic. And we were arguing about it. And then I just was like, okay, this might be fun and an easy way to like do something quick and then pull out. And I wish that we had, summer was tough with our schedules, especially Jason's. So I hope that we have more time to put into it coming up, because it's been something that's really, I just wanted something that I just enjoyed and like just had fun with it. So
yeah, it's so good. And it's so just like your banter with each other is so funny. And then I know it's like, Max is like, why are you promoting another podcast? But you guys are very different from us. I also love other shows. Like there's enough space for all of us. Yeah.
Yep. There's room for everyone. Yep.
Exactly. And you guys are just so funny. I love, is it hard to come up with something every week? Like a new list?
You know what? At first it was. I was like, what have I done? Because I thought I just could have things, unlimited every week. And then now it's almost like now that it's in my head, I have a notes app in my phone, and every week I'll just like jot things down, and now it's becoming really easy to find things. I thought it would be hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. And sometimes they're stupid. Like, so I think Jason said he likes like going to bed. It can be something that's just like, a
Oh
one
my
offer.
God.
I've said going to the bed. I think I said going poop or something was in my like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It just depends on the week.
So Jason learning new things that like are things that the rest of us know, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the show, like the General So chicken.
General TSO. Oh, you know what? I need to make a note of that because we might need to talk about that on the Fred Show. Because thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Holy shit! How funny was that? Like, hello.
And I love that you had to check yourself. You're like, wait, am I saying it wrong?
Well, because I can tend to be like to like stand on things, and so I didn't want to like, and I also like love him. I don't want to shame him. I say shit wrong all the time, but
So
I was
does
like,
Max.
I don't think General TSO.
She makes fun of the way I pronounce things all the time. She gets
What's a speaker?
What's
the basic
What's his
speaker?
craziest one?
the
Speaker.
subwoofer.
Subwoofer.
So hell
Okay.
I know.
Subwoofer.
That's funny. Okay, I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll talk about this on the show tomorrow. I forgot about that. That was hysterical.
It was so funny. And then there was something else.
Cold slaw.
Cold slaw was really funny. You named the whole episode after that. That was funny. But
Sounds
Jason
like
learning new things is the funniest thing I think you guys do.
Me too.
This is brand new. General TSO. And you're like, I'm sorry. And I didn't know if you were going to say something because he said it a couple times. And then you finally said something. I'm like, that's amazing because I'm waiting for it. I'm like, General TS, am I saying it wrong?
I hate to be someone who corrects someone else, but I also am like, with the cold slaw, he's like, why didn't anyone tell me? And I'm like, okay, so maybe I should help you out, friend. I would want someone to tell me if I was saying something crazy.
It's so funny. It's so cute. And it's not like oh, you're a dumb thing. It's adorable because he just really like leans in. And he's like, this is how you say it. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to think it's like a safe space. That he knows if I'm correcting him, I don't mean it to make fun of him, but also that's hysterical.
See, Max, I'm not being mean. I'm being
But you do it
funny.
all the time. You're like giggling. It's like,
it's
what?
funny.
What? Like, say it.
It's funny. Say it again, please.
Subwoofer.
I love it.
Well, it's like you doing your sports terms, going yard. You're still trying to figure that out.
I forgot what that means. It doesn't make sense. Isn't that a home
It's
run?
a home run.
Why don't you just say home run? That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Going yard.
I've literally never heard that before until you said that, and then now I hear it all the time.
When I say sweet chin music, you know now, right?
He's really into wrestling.
What does that mean?
See, she doesn't know either.
No idea.
It was a kick. Yeah, a wrestler who did a kick, so yeah.
Chin music, and I'm like, that sounds dirty. Yeah, we played a game of like common things that guys know. And he asked me a question, and I asked him common things that women know the answers to that men typically don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good episode.
Who did better?
Who did better? I think you might have done better. But you're girl dad.
Yeah, but it still doesn't help. I mean,
he didn't know what dry shampoo was. That's where the whole thing started. I was putting dry shampoo in my hair, and he's like, what is that? And I'm like, how do you not know what dry shampoo is?
But my ex-wife never had that stuff, so I didn't. It was never in. Yeah.
I just feel like it's a thing that people know exists. See, here's my dog making noise. Can you go lay down? Do you want to be on here? Are you being nosy? Okay, go away. Yeah, he didn't know. That's where the whole thing started. He didn't know what dry shampoo was. Spoolie was the best. He had no idea. He couldn't guess for Spoolie. He started saying,
sounds like a mean something. I said something the Sopranos used to use.
Call people a Spoolie.
Sounds like a term.
Oh, you're learning. That's okay. Shampoo's amazing, though.
It is. It is. I couldn't live without it. I had to actually wash my hair today, though. So this is all for you, Kaelin, because I was like, it was rough today. I could not get up this morning. And so I went to work, no makeup, my hair in a bun. And I'm like, I'll just do my makeup at work and then I'll be ready for the show. And I'm like, I got home, like my hair looks so bad. I'm going to take the fastest shower ever. And I got ready and like, how long did it take me? Like half an hour?
Yeah, it was
I've
quick.
never
It was like the
gotten ready that
Flash.
fast in my life.
It
You
was like
look
the
Thank
Flash.
you.
beautiful. I feel honored. You did not need to do all that for me. I don't even have mascara on, but you look great.
Thank you. Yeah, but I was like, oh, I gotta pull it together.
Don't worry about me. I get it. Listen, you know I have crazy hours, so I get it.
Yeah. So, what was I gonna ask?
You
So
prepped? You prepped for
I
me?
did, and it's funny because like I was, you know how I wanted to do a no edit podcast, Max? I got it from Kaelin and Jason. I'm like, they don't edit.
And I
We
always
don't have
mess
to
it
edit.
up.
He always does something where I'm like, damn it, I gotta cut that out.
I just like think unless you're gonna like I don't know hurt people's feelings or get canceled. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
something that
that's what I have to cut out.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah.
Well then, we can't have Max getting canceled, but
But can you be canceled if you're not
We
at
have
something?
tens of listeners.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We gotta protect Max.
I know. That's what I do. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna edit that out. And there was one time I wasn't going to, and you're like, wait, can you? But can you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
because
I
I
get
talk about
it.
certain people driving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Well, let's add it into this episode. Thanks, Max.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna say it again. Max.
Let's
No,
double
no.
down.
Actually, maybe we need to get canceled to get more
No.
viewers.
No.
Because then
Need a
people will want to
scandal?
tune in.
I would
Okay.
rather. I mean, if we were gonna, it was gonna be the last episode.
Did you edit it out, or did you just leave it?
I just left it as is. I edited out my reaction to some things.
But
Yeah, it
It's
was
tough.
rough. So to anyone listening who's like, that was very off-brand for you guys. Yes, we know. We just
Right.
wanted to
You're like, well,
show a different perspective, and we did. It was a different perspective. Yeah. So you guys recently, well, not recently, it was a couple months ago, went on a tour where you were touring like a Thank You 13 tour. How is that compared to like doing shows in studio? Is it like super chaotic?
it's definitely super chaotic, but we love it. We're doing another one. We're trying to hit different areas. I love it. Like I still can't wrap my head around the fact that people even listen to me talk, let alone remember something about my life. So I'm always so grateful to meet everyone. I am ADHD like without taking meds anymore. I used to take meds, so sometimes it can be a lot, but I honestly think the vibe is fun, the energy is fun, and I don't know, anyone who supports us, we would do anything for. So it's a good time.
Yeah, it was really fun. I went to the Palatine one, and it was really exciting to get to meet you guys. And I made a little post that I had joined the show, and people believed me. I'm like, no, that's not how that works.
Oh my god, you did? That's so funny. I didn't see that. You gave us pens, didn't you?
I did.
Or am I making that up? Okay, perfect. Yep.
Pens and candy from Tootsie Roll. So yeah.
Yes. Oh
yeah.
yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was so great to meet you. Yeah. Did you have fun? Was it?
It was so fun. What was that?
Was it what you thought it would be, or?
I didn't know what to expect because it's like, it's different from what you actually hear because you guys have these breaks that you like. It's funny the way they edit things together. Like some of the intros sound like your guys are actually on air talking, and it's not. It's just like a conversation from an intro. I'm like, oh, okay, haha, I get it now. So there's times where it's like, oh, okay, they're not talking. Well, that's because it's not. This is an intro thing.
Yeah. The little snippets.
They did a good job of editing.
Oh yes, I have nothing to do with that, but they do very much so.
Well, like when you guys are on vacation or whatever, there's a lot of times where I'm like, why are they working? Isn't it a holiday? And I'm like, oh, no. This is an old episode. I got it. Yeah.
Thanks for saying that, because we usually get yelled at like, why aren't you there? And I'm like, well, we need a day off too.
Right.
But yeah, those are called best of shows, and we just do our best to like take things from a ton of different shows and put it together like it's one big show, so that if someone missed a part, or if you're not a P1, you tune in, you might even think that's a live show. And so we do that just so people can still get a little mix of things that they may have missed.
Yeah, it's great. It's like, if I'm still like, you guys are on vacation, because you guys take like a week around the holidays, right?
Yeah, everybody's different. Obviously, if we're not live, it doesn't mean necessarily that not all of us are still not working, doing other stuff for the show. But if it spreads out, we typically will do best of, or I'll just do live entertainment reports, and then we mix in those other segments. But yeah, I think the times that we take the most time off are when people aren't listening as much. So holidays, the week of the 4th of July, like if listenership is down, we go, okay, they don't need us right now. We can maybe step away and recharge for a minute.
Yeah. So I know there's times around the holidays when like I typically have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, and that's it. And so I'm still going
Yeah.
to work on those days, and it's like, oh, you guys are still with me, even though you're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still being
Yep.
entertained during my drive, so it works. So,
Good. I'm glad.
do you mind sharing a little bit about your like journey through radio and like how you got started and like how you ended up where you're at now?
Yeah, of course. So I always have been a yapper and known that I wanted to be in some form of entertainment. I didn't know like what that looked like, but this is something that I feel like I probably manifest since I was little. I manifested. I came out, talk, was never shy, like would walk up to people and be like, the name's Kaelin, no T, and like my red cowboy boots, and I was just very like ridiculous. I did theater camp. I was a theater nerd, just any way, shape, or form that I could get out there and do that. And then I actually flew out to LA. My dad took me, divorced parents, shout out, and went before all these agents and was like, I want to move here. I want to act. I got an agent. And my dad was like, I'll move with you. Like everything was kind of set up. And my mom ended up getting pregnant with my sister. And I just, for some reason, was like, I don't want to have like a whole sibling that I am not close with. I don't know anything about. And so I was like, you know what? I made the decision not to go. I tell my sister every day, you ruined my life. I could be
I was
rich.
gonna say, do you hang that over her head?
Always that. And she ripped the tag of my Princess Diana Beanie Baby, like the one that was expensive.
Yeah.
So those two things she gets reminded of a lot. But so I decided to stay, and I ended up doing. My mom was like, okay, well, you know, what you want to go into. You know, you should pick an art school. She wanted me to go to like Columbia in Chicago or whatever, and I was like, nah, I want to go where there's a Big Ten football team. She's like she was not happy with me, so I ended up going to Michigan State, and I tried to do all the things. What are you, a U of M fan? Let me guess.
Yeah,
So
look behind her. Look at those colors.
Let me
I have
guess.
a yeah. I have a
Max? Did you go there?
no. I wasn't smart enough. I
Okay.
told her that's what people make fun of me for that, but I'm like I wasn't smart enough.
Well, I mean, God bless you. That's fine. A lot of people aren't smart enough, but like, well, why a fan of U of M? Like, why?
But I
Why?
grew up like 15 minutes away from the campus, and it was
Okay,
everything when I was a kid in the 80s. It was like
I'm
Michigan,
right.
Michigan, and we couldn't even get to the stadium, so we'd always like me and my dad would hang out at the bar like across from the stadium, and then we finally and I loved it, and I got because you know how college sports is in Michigan, and I just absolutely so it's like
yeah,
the
all
older
this
I get,
Michigan
the
stuff
more
has nothing
obsessed
to
I
do with
am.
me.
Yeah,
I went to
I was gonna say
University of
you got a
Phoenix.
whole ass tattoo. Well, I'm literally feuding with a ton of U of M fans right now. I just posted a TikTok recently about like I just supporting my school and like being like, ew, U of M gross, and like people are annihilating me. It's very funny. I'm like, why can't I just support
yeah.
the school
People
I
need
went
to.
to?
Yeah, I know.
People need to chill. But
hmm
anyways, I went to Michigan State, and sorry, Max, and I tried to do certain things while I was there, but it wasn't a great program, and so from there I graduated. But the whole time I was there, I told everyone like I'm gonna interview people, and they're like, sure, I'm sure you are, and I'm like, I am. You know, I used to think E-News, whatever, and then ended up moving to Chicago. Long story short, tried to get more experience, could not get a job here because it's a big city,
Yeah,
you know, it's
yeah.
market number 3, and ended up getting a job back in Detroit, doing 2 years there, and then it led me back here. So basically I just did an internship in Detroit, and I learned that I loved radio, and so I stuck
hmm
with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what is your actual job title? Because it feels like you all have jobs other than hosting, being
Yeah.
co-hosts. Like you all have other things that you do.
For sure. Yeah. The thing on our show is like you can't just show up and talk. You have to do other things as well, which is
hmm
like, you know, it's the nature of the business now. So I was brought in as executive producer.
hmm
I was very lucky. I was an associate producer in Detroit, they called me. I mean, glorified intern, but I was
hmm
very lucky that they took a chance on me. And then when Angie left, I kind of took over some of the things that she was doing when she went to go start her own show.
hmm
And so little by little, it was like hard for me to, I think, especially while we were on the air, like produce and do the entertainment stuff. So when Jason joined the show, he took over some of that. He also has another job. But yeah, I mean, I technically executive producer and entertainment reporter. I do like content wise, like that's everything that I'm in charge of in terms of like, you know, what are we going to talk about and what's going
Okay.
where, and should we have this person on the show? So that, and then something that I think is really important for morning shows that I don't think is like listed in anyone's job description. I think family dinners, hanging out with each other outside of the show. If I notice someone on the show is going through a hard time, sending them flowers, sending them, like stuff like that, I try to keep an eye on, because I really think it reflects on the air when people are really friends and they have real chemistry. So I kind of handle all that, the birthdays and the yada yada, which doesn't,
That's nice.
it sounds like fun, but
Yeah.
I do think it's really important to our success that we like each other and we can
you can hear
support each other.
You can hear that you guys are genuinely like actual friends, because especially the way you guys can like joke around with each other and stuff. I feel like on some shows, like if you're not actually friends, that doesn't land.
It's hard. Like they'll try to put, okay, Fred says it all the time. Like they'll put this person good and this person good together in a room, and that doesn't necessarily translate good all around. I think him and Angie did something really amazing, and they grew the show over a long period of time. And, of course, I owe a lot of the success to them. And I think that they kind of just started almost handpicking people or finding people at the right time. And we've had trial runs, like sometimes it didn't work and sometimes it did. And I think that that's like what you're hearing now is just, okay, we've got this recipe and we feel like it's right. How do we just, stay, I don't know, in a good position with everyone and having fun? I think that's important.
It feels like when you guys added Kiki, that was the bow you guys needed on the whole show. Like Kiki came in, I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's what they were missing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've all been trying to get her for years. She's so talented and she's so wonderful, and she's a Swiss Army knife, but she was great. I think we've been told a lot that coming into that room can be difficult just because of how close we are, not because of anyone being mean or anything. I think it just can be overwhelming when people like are so close that they can finish each other's sentences and stuff. And I see them more than I see my family. Like truly, I see them more than I see my boyfriend, my best friend. So there is a level that can be overwhelming. And Kiki just came in, even though we already knew her. She was graceful. She was a fan of the show. She slowly worked her way in, and we already knew she was going to be amazing. But I think that there's something to be said about that. And I think a lot of people can come in and think like, have a bad attitude, because it really is a team thing. So
she's just so fun. And when she sings, it's my favorite thing. She just like belts it out. She actually can sing. She's got a voice.
Yeah, she can. Like I feel like, yeah, she can carry a tune for sure. I need to hear what she sounds like when she's just at home singing. So I feel like she might have a little voice in there.
Yeah. I feel like I can relate to a little bit of everyone in different aspects. Like when she was talking about not doing her taxes, I'm like, oh, I haven't done mine either.
Really?
Yeah. I actually told her that at the Palatine live event. I'm like, I haven't done my taxes either. She's like, yeah.
She's like, let's stand together. You
guys
guys
I still haven't done them. I still haven't done them.
Ma'am, you need to do them.
I filed an extension, so I did that. I thought I could
She's higher, that's why.
What? She's hiding out now? Yeah, right.
I thought I wouldn't have to pay if I did an extension, and then I filed the extension, and I still had to pay right then and there. And I'm like, well, that was the point. So I could just
What
file
are you
them.
waiting on?
I don't know.
What's the problem?
I have until like October, I think.
Okay.
To be fair, last year was my first tax season not married, and so I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's funny because I'm an accountant.
Wait, you are?
Yeah, I'm not an actual accountant. Like I went to school for accounting, but I work in the accounting field, but I don't do taxes. Like that's not what I do. So yeah, but it's funny because you'd think I would take care of that right away. Nope.
You don't want a refund or getting money back?
Is not getting a refund.
No?
If I was getting a refund, it would be done.
They'll go straight to Amazon anyway.
Stop.
Okay.
I didn't order anything today.
I know. It was for me.
One day from Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of everyone that like I relate to, and like I don't know. You guys are a really funny group together, and it makes my mornings. So thank you.
That means the world. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
She's a groupie.
I am.
That's okay. And
apparently,
she's a friend. She's not a groupie. She's our friend.
He's like, don't say that to her. She's gonna be like, oh my god.
No, oh my gosh. Why? No, I know that people would think that, but absolutely not. Anyone that supports us, I'm so grateful for. We literally could not do it without that. So thank you.
And like we've kind of much smaller scale, much smaller scale. when like people like know what's going on in our lives because we talk about everything. And so people we
I love
meet
that.
who listen to the show know what's going on with us. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. But then I'm like, oh, that's awesome though. Like, I can't believe you listen to me talk. It still like
Yeah,
baffles me. How does it
We
feel?
went to an event and they're like, the podcasters.
Yeah, you're a podcast guy. Yeah,
that's so exciting. I love
yeah.
that. Where was that?
It was we're part of this like single parents group. And so it was
Mm-hmm.
an event that we went to for that. And we kind of went and people knew our show. A lot more people than I thought. It was more than maybe we have 15 listeners. I don't
Hell yeah.
know.
That would be more
It's
than us then.
definitely like yeah, I know. We're flying past the Fred show.
Well, when Fred was on, I told someone at work and they're like, Fred, I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's awesome. And I'm like, more and more people, I was like, oh, wow, that's, so people were like kind of impressed with me for like a day
For
and
a
then
good day.
it ended.
I hope people are impressed with you, like now that I'm
Yeah.
on. Was
Oh
Fred
yeah.
fun?
Yeah, that was a good one. Well, there's a lot
He's
of
well.
girls, a lot of single ladies like, hey, can you send Fred my info? I'm like, I mean,
Half my DMs. I'm like,
right.
ladies, go to him. I am not Patty Stanger on Millionaire Matchmaker.
Yeah.
Like, I am not.
I was like, do you want me to put together a spreadsheet for you? And I'm kidding. I didn't actually do that, but I could have because I could
Yeah.
have built a mean spreadsheet.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of single ladies being like, hi,
Yeah.
oh, Fred.
They love him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a sip of
I'm a
wine.
professional. Oh, so what I was gonna ask, how do you feel when people? Because like I feel I know a lot more about you than is probably comfortable because I've been listening for so long and I listen to your podcast. So is that weird to you when people like know your life? I mean, you talk about it, but like, is it like, oh wait, I did talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, and everyone might have a different answer. I've always been such an oversharer. If it's about someone else, like a loved one, I can keep it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a vault, but if it's me, I will say anything at all
Same.
times. And I was like that before the show. So I'm honestly just flattered. It's very funny though. Like you can tell the kind of like each of us has different like people who prefer us or come up to us. And a lot of times like everyone else's will be fun or that was so funny when you did that. And like someone will come up to me and be like, I'm grieving like the death of this person. And then we like cry together. Like I feel like the people who are attached to me are very like, have like, I'm like, gosh, I hope I'm fun sometimes. I don't know. I
You're
just feel like
fun.
it's
You're definitely fun.
people want to go very like deep with me, and I'm like, I love that because I'm like, that means you feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just very funny. Or they'll bring me like I'll have people bring me a shooter like of alcohol, so I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so no, I don't feel anything other than so flattered that someone would even. And I've been known to I'll cry with listener. Like I
Yeah.
don't, I'm just so flattered and I'm so grateful. So no, it is not weird. I mean, it's definitely weird if you're like eating and someone knows who you are because you're like, why would you know who I am? That's crazy. But I'm just grateful for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think it's flattering. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
okay. And now you're
Right.
like a national news celebrity. Twice. Yeah.
I think Taylor's gonna pump the brakes for a minute, so I don't know if I'll be back on News Nation anytime soon.
Say
But
that's a correspondent.
There's a lot of rumors that she might be doing the halftime at Super Bowl. They're finally going to ask.
Look out. Maybe they'll ask me back on News Nation.
Whenever Taylor does anything, they're going to be like, hey, Kaelin, come back on. Which, hey.
Truly, I have lived my whole life being obsessed with her since I was like 14, so I'm very lucky that I got to yap about that on
How much notice did you get about the engagement to like before you were on the show?
The engagement was the next day. They wanted me on. And then with the podcast, I think they announced it 2 days before. And so they gave me 2 days, but not much notice. But like I was telling myself, like, you're nervous because obviously it's news, but I told myself, like, you have been obsessed with this person since you were in high school. Like, there's not a single thing that could come at you that you wouldn't know about. So that kind of calmed me down a little bit because I was like trying to like do all the numbers and the theories. And I'm like, okay, I can talk about her without freaking out about it.
You did great. You were like very natural. It's like you've been doing it forever. So
thank you. I have not watched either of them. So I appreciate that. I will not watch that. No, I do not watch myself.
No, it was was great.
I feel that. Yeah, that's why I can't. I hate doing this video. Like I wish
too bad.
when I want to do podcasts, I thought it was just audio.
Nope.
It's like, wait, what do you mean we're doing video?
No, she's smart for that, but that's how I feel in the studio. I used to wear like no makeup and pajamas, and now we're on camera 24/7. I'm like, I'm gonna either
Hmm.
pick my nose or look ugly. It is what it is at this
Well,
point.
just do it when a song is playing, because you guys can't like the
Right.
YouTube
I forget.
is a little bit like you can't air a lot of it on YouTube, right?
I
Yeah.
know. That's the sucky part. But no, I'll forget sometimes, and Kiki will be like, "I'll see you, itching your nose or whatever," and I'll have to click it really fast. I'm like, "Okay, you're a real one," but at that point, it's on me. Forget.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I know
Yeah, it was
you
fun.
get up super early, so I don't want to keep you all night, but
All
this is
good.
great.
All good.
I heard on the tangent that you guys are gonna do a live show sometime
Yes.
soon, so we're gonna be there. We're gonna make it happen. And
Hell
I
yeah.
have a friend who wants to come because she wants to meet Fred.
Okay, bring her. Bring her. We'll have some drinks and we'll
Yeah,
see. The vibes are like, but thank you for having me again. I apologize that my summer was so
no
crazy.
worries.
I felt so bad that you had to keep hounding me, but I appreciate
I'm
it. I
persistent.
need that. No, I need that. Like I need that, and I actually like that's my favorite kind of person.
Hmm.
I very much need that. And so thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming
Yeah,
on.
thank you.
Of
Great.
course.
It
Have
was
a good one.
thanks, you too.
Bye guys.
Bye. Good night. I love her.
You're like, oh my
I
god,
love her.
yeah.
Like I love her even more now. Okay. That was fun.
Me, 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 me,
Can you
me.
explain this? Because people don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's an inside joke. I said the other day that the whole world revolves around Christina, so she's like a Muppet. Me, 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 me,
Every
me,
time
me,
I
me, me,
talk
me,
about
me, me, me.
myself, he does that, and it's so charming.
Hey, you make fun of my speech, I get back at you. But you could tell how into it, like you're so excited. That's why I'm kind of like just like holding back because I was almost like you two just going at
I
it. So
pre-warned Max going into this to be
that's fine
nice
though. It's good.
about the
I
Michigan
think it
State
would be like
stuff.
that if I met someone that I listen
I
to all the
know.
time.
No, I told you to be nice about the Michigan State stuff. I'm like,
It is.
listen.
It's and that's what I get accused of because I didn't go there. Now
Hmm.
I didn't put the deck, but that like I don't want to explain because I don't want to do the whole conversation. But Michigan fans like we don't hate Michigan State, like but Michigan State doesn't like Michigan because the whole little brother complex.
Hmm.
That's fine. And Michigan fans are very snooty. They're very uppity. They stick their nose up to everyone. That's fine. It's not how I am, but
Nope.
I'm just still depressed from this
I
weekend
know. It was
and a
rough.
bad sports
It was
weekend.
rough.
So
Yeah. You
yeah,
bounced back. Right?
I will watch the Bears game tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do something.
Yeah.
If it's the old Bears, they're gonna get blown out. If it's the new Bears, they'll actually. Well, I don't know.
Let's not take too much time on this end part because I still need to do something for dinner and want to watch the game. But do you have
You got
a
wrestling.
sports
You got
corner?
the game tonight. I gotta take out garbage. Like
Yes.
I gotta decompress
I know.
because Monday was insane today.
But you're good on a Monday. Wait, you have to say funny things
'Cause
so
I
I can
don't
make
think
reels out of it. I need you to provide some content for some reels.
I did. I did my me 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 me
Me, me,
me me.
me, me. Okay. Do you have a sports corner? Do you have
Yeah, I could do the welcome back on a welcome football.
5 minutes?
I could do it in a few.
Do
Football's
it.
back. I'm like, very excited. So I'll start doing my gambling corner. I'll find like two or three games that I like, and then Now I did win Thursday night. The Cowboys were 8.5 point dogs, which means they had to just stay within 8.5 points or win, and they did. I mean that was easy. You saw that. Yeah, I mean it was. I love that football's back. But this weekend was kind of depressing. I had a feeling Michigan wasn't going to win, but the way they looked, not so much the way they looked, the coaching staff kind of was too afraid to let this freshman quarterback kind of unleash his talent, and they kind of like just run, punt, run, punt. It was kind of depressing. And then I don't know. I've been real confident with the Lions this year, but the last couple days I'm just like, what if they don't show up? What if they like shit the bed? And that's exactly what they did.
It's been one
So
game.
they didn't. It's one game, but there was. It's not. They weren't. They didn't look. It's. I don't know. I think it's bigger than that because they don't play any. None of the starters played in the preseason, so they haven't really played together. So this was their first game, and Green Bay was just whooping on them. And I think it was a statement for Green Bay. Green Bay wanted to come out there, and they're well coached. So everyone's, it depends. Like if Detroit next week loses to the Bears, then shit's in the fan because I think Detroit is it's going to take them like a good 3 or 4 weeks to gel and get used to what they have. They lost a lot of coaches, but they still have the players. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a little confident. Like I still think that I mean they have good players. It's not going to go away. It's just they got to figure some stuff out. So but NFL is here tonight's the Bears game. A lot of like I feel bad for Caleb because I feel like if he does well, but they lose, people are just going to be riding him. It's just like there's this kind of media. It's kind of it's not fair.
I
Like
feel
every
like we
single
should
pass
do a
is
little,
scrutinized.
maybe we'll do a little update on, we're recording tomorrow, so we'll do a little update on what happens tonight to add into this episode.
Yeah, no, but it's fun. Football's back. Baseball's almost done, but I don't think people. I mean, college football for those that love it. I mean, it's going to be a good college football weekend. So yeah, it's fun. A lot of gambling. I haven't gambled as much, but
How's your fantasy team doing?
if TJ Hawkinson gets 4 points tonight, we win because we had Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry went nuts last night.
I
So
don't know who either
yeah,
of those people are.
my other fantasy teams are just like family and friends. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. So far so good. We'll see.
Cool.
It's a long season,
Make
and
that
that's the
money.
thing. It goes week by week. Like everyone's crowning teams this week, and then in 3 weeks, it's going to be different. But yeah,
Awesome.
fun.
That's it?
Football's here. Yeah, I mean wrestling's kind of. There's nothing really to do with wrestling. I mean, it was in Chicago, which was cool. CM Punk's wife came back, but everyone knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Roman's filming Street Fighter, so he got written off TV again. So we'll see. But yeah, football.
Oh, sports.
Yeah,
Yay. We didn't record last week because it was Labor Day, and we go hard for Labor Day apparently. We just couldn't.
because I'm all about labor.
Yeah, we just were like, you know what? Of all the holidays we're gonna take off, it's gonna be Labor Day. Because that's our jam. No, I don't know. We just didn't make it happen. But I think a lot of people are on vacation and trips and stuff. So we're just, again, just giving you guys a chance to catch up. You're welcome. After that amazing episode last week or week before, whatever it was. God,
Yeah.
it was rough. I like listening back to it. I'm like, So the views of our guests don't necessarily reflect our views. Kaelin's cool. Kaelin, no problem. Most of our guests are like, yeah, same page. Not all of them. So anyway, let's wrap this up. Loved having Kaelin. I've been teasing Kaelin coming on for months, so I'm glad that we finally got to happen. It is really hard to like coordinate schedules because of her schedule because she works mornings and has to get up so early. It's really hard to like make that work. So
If I worked that schedule, I would still be stubborn and I would still stay up late. Like that's
I
just how
think
I
at some
am.
point you can't though. Like Fred was even saying, like he has to go to bed by a certain point because he needs that sleep. Especially since you have to get up and like be on. Like you have to be like, hi, like you can't be a sleepyhead. You have to be entertaining.
So that cup of coffee comes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have another exciting guest coming up soon. We're recording tomorrow, so back-to-back days, but it's not going to come out till the following week. So we have a bunch of guests coming up, and it's going to be good, and we have great content, and I'm so excited. I designed some shirts, so maybe I'll post those on Instagram. We'll see. Probably not any. Let's be real. I'm probably not going to do anything like heavy with social media for a couple weeks because September is fucking crazy. So we're recording back to back this week because I'm going to Canada for 4 days with my girls, going on a girls trip.
Hey,
Yeah, coming back, have family in town, and then immediately after the next weekend, we're going to a wedding. So it's just like back to back to back to back to back stuff. And so if the content is light this month, it's because I'm really busy. I'm trying my best.
me.
This is not me. This is all of us. This is the show. Us. Mm-hmm. You're
Good times.
killing it.
Good times.
Cool.
Yeah, raw dog in it.
Raw dog.
Raw dog.
It's not really.
That's what we need a shirt.
Sure, that says raw dog. That's actually a good idea. Except the show is not raw dogged because I have this like program that edits it for me now. And so it cuts out like
AI.
Yeah, it cuts out like the long pauses and some stuff, and I don't know, it does a good job. So it's not ever gonna really be completely raw because It does it for me. Why?
It's like the lube of AI,
The
right?
lube?
The lube instead of. Never mind.
No,
You
what?
said it was raw, and I was
No,
like,
honey.
AI is like the lube.
Wow.
KY, KY. You know, hey,
Yeah. I
Astroglide. Don't
get
worry
it.
about it.
Astroglide. Come on. Okay.
You can get it at Walgreens. It's just right down the aisle. Look at that. They got some Astroglide. So glad my kid's like, what's that? Oh, never
No.
mind.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a lubricant.
Lubricant. No, we're not going to explain that to the children. Anyway, please follow us on social media. Even though I know I just said that I'm not going to put out a lot of content, I still put out some
Have a
content.
great week, everyone.
Yeah, well, this is going to air on Thursday, so have a great weekend.
I don't do the peace sign anymore because I get criticized every time. So
Because not everyone is watching the podcast. A lot of
But that's
people are
okay.
listening to it.
Silence is
No,
golden.
not on air. It's
the
not.
term silence is golden would really help with you.
Not on a podcast.
Silence is golden. The more you know.
Yeah, there's the rainbow. Okay, so please follow us on social media. Please rate, review, subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and comment if you'd like. And that's all I got.
All right, go Bears.
Go Bears. Bye.
Bye-bye.